build a building like that. Because I'm an electrician, dog. So I know how these things work. I said, you can start building, right? Building, you drop it on the ground. All right. How you gonna power? It needs power, right? Law school, they said at one time they put it next to a law school. A law school got 100 amps. That means you're gonna need 100 amps in that building too. Remember how much carbon costs? That's the fee from a law school to another building. That costs you like $3 grand. Then you gotta buy the panels. So when I was telling you about it over the phone, you didn't even realize it. Now you gotta throw another sewer system. It don't work like that, bro. It ain't that easy. It's a lot of money doing it. Now, I know for love of the law, it's an engineer. So I know the dog got the skill to do it. But that type of money, dog, you're gonna really qualify brothers. I did this all my life. I did this all my life, dog. I did this all my life. They paid me well for doing it. Now I got my young guy doing it. You know what I'm saying? I put in the position that I was in. I'm sure I'm gonna quality tonight. I'm sure if you go to work, that's what the father said, learn the skill, bro. My skill is electrician. That's my skill. I don't read. I tell anybody. I don't read that well. I don't write that well. I'm a startup, even to this day.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
so what you call it?
Always take my family. Always own the house. Have my first house. Ain't nothing hard about it. You know, God in you.
Peace, sister.
You got to be the God in you. You got to see the greatness in you, man. And put that word into you.
I'm great.
You know, it ain't that hard, dog. What we got to do is come together. Like I said, start the policy phone up. Anybody that's in life insurance, let me know. I take some names. We got at least 50 years. We owe. Because we lost too many brothers that went home. And everybody to get a decent. My thing was for the nation. Everybody go home the same way. Watch, you know, the first brother I sent home, that shit was beautiful, bro. I took care of CLR. That was kind of messed up. Like the guy was saying before, CLR died a horrible death, dog. He was decomposed. What was his brother doing? Even the guy, the icon. Watch him around there, whatever, chemical guy right now. He was decomposed. What's going on with you? He was never like that. I came with now. We always look out for each other, man. So brother be doing that, he turns me off, dog, because I know better. I know better. When I was coming up at 168 in the desert, right, we really lived that life, dog. We was delivering babies at 16, 17 years at home, dog. My son asked me a law, God law mine. We was doing this, dog. We just wasn't saying the black man is God. We wasn't doing anything. We was delivering babies, man. And taking care of them babies. Feeding them babies. I remember herbs that had to come to 168. They let their parents out, change their clothes, put on their 3/4, and go to school. You know that, man. We had a base for our sisters, man. We just didn't stay there, dog. And then things changed. If you know the history of the nation in the desert, things changed. Something happened. So then we had to close the doors. You can't let everybody in your house. That's how that earth got shot in her head by God. And at that, God said, yo, you tell us at 168, the guards in our head, don't let nobody in the house. Shot it right in the head, man. But we say God don't do this and God don't do that. Come on, man. Don't kid yourself. Don't kid yourself with that nonsense, man. And brothers be predators on other brothers, man. And they run in the pack. If you're not known in this nation, brothers will run up on you and house you. And that's an actual fact. And it shouldn't be like that. It was never like that, God, when we grew up. If you needed something, God, I got your back. God, you know, my father had to go on the boulevard, right? All the guards used to come. My father was the first black French I know. My father was so good, God, he could make counterfeit money before they knew what counterfeit money was. He's not doing all that. Sir. Oh, that's that good. I learned that trade. I didn't want to be a printer. I think it's electrician. That's why I came to electrician. But my brothers still, I could always go back and get money if I wanted to, but that just didn't satisfy my soul. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm tell you something, God. You tell your young son, daughter, you gotta get a job, but you gotta get on the books. You don't want no job off the book, because one day you have to retire. If you ain't got no money on the books, you know, you ain't gonna have nothing to get on. You're gonna be an old man with no money. You know, the most important thing is medical care. When I got sick, it cost me $350,000. I had to pay $1 that month. I had to take the blood out of my body, send it to a lab, filter my blood, and pump it back into my body. Each time they did that, it was $100,000. And I had to take $1 out of my body. That's how good my union was, and that's how good my medical coverage was. You want a good union or somebody with a good medical coverage? Because you're going to need it.
Peace, peace.
20 years old, still in business.
Peace, peace.
Like nothing gonna happen to me. As you get older, you start losing your hair, then you start losing your teeth. Sometimes you might lose motion in your body. It happens, bro. It happens. It's called time. It's called time. See, so even when I got sick, like I said, I'm living my second life now, but I'm comfortable. I ain't worried about no money. My last check came on the flat. That shit come every week. Because I did something when I was young. I didn't rob, I didn't steal, and I ain't never been to the penal because I like goodness. Anybody know God's really gonna tell you that? That's an actual fact. So you teach them young guys to get a job, stay on the books, because they're gonna need that when they get older. You might not need it 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. When you hit that 40, first thing goes, your sight, you gotta start wearing glasses. 50, you lose your hair. 60, you lose your teeth. Then you get sick, diabetes, cancer. Oh, that's gonna come down the pipeline. Some of us get around it, some of us don't. My grandmother just died at 96 years old. Cicely Tyson died at 96 years old. She went to school with my grandma. So when I was seeing my doctor, he showed me a picture of Cicely Tyson. Cicely Tyson doctor is my doctor. So I knew I was in good hands. But you know, Cicely Tyson was a good poor woman. So where I go, if you ain't got some money, you ain't going up in that spot. So I showed me a picture of my grandmother, Cicely Tyson. I showed me the picture of Cicely Tyson was his own patient. You know what I'm saying? So you want to have that coverage, dog, more than anything. When you get old, you want that medical coverage. Hey!
Hey!
Peace.
Hey!
Peace to magnetic black Islam. Peace to God, peace to the earth, to all the universe. You know, today's wisdom, build or destroy. I heard quite a few people talking about that, which is good, but also, when you want to sound just like somebody else, if you're going to sound like somebody else, you might as well be a parrot. There's no need to do that, but what I would actually say is about wisdom. When you actually saying whatever it is that you're saying, you need to be wise and civilized what you're actually talking about. And in order to be, first of all, you have to be civil. You actually have to be civil, man, because of your ways and actions. Look at the things you're actually doing. You can sound very good. Other people are going to see you from afar. Was that person just saying that, or was he just saying it? If that makes any sense, and if it doesn't, what I mean by that is how you actually living, how you really living, man. You know, what's his name? Warren, he always mentioned about builders build. The reason why you need to build continuously is what you're doing. Adding on. What you're adding on, you're multiplying, because other people is going to see what you was talking about. They don't have to do the same things that you did. And also, the destroying, basically, eliminate the negative behaviors, because you know how it used to be, what you used to actually do. you're gonna come across things like that. Everybody gonna have their ups and downs for whatever reason. Since that actually happened, are you gonna learn how to deal with accordingly, or are you gonna still do the same thing? Because if you're doing the same thing, you ain't learned anything from that lesson. Because it's an experience. It's definitely an experience, because a lot of people ask me, yo, if you could change, could you actually go back? No. Why would you not do that? Because the experience that I actually have, now I know how to deal with the things that what to do or what not to do. I was also hearing another brother, he mentioned to me, basically he had to correct me. I appreciate that because he corrected me, because I was doing or saying something that I shouldn't. And even though it can sound good, draw it up, break it down, and bring it back to your own understanding. Just because that person, that's peace, it could be good, but if you're not doing the knowledge yourself, then hey, you might as well just deal with mysteries. You know what, we actually deal with that. Also, another thing that a lot of people are actually caught up in fear. Fear, an acronym for that fear is false evidence appears real. It may seem like, but if you're not doing any type of knowledge, you ain't doing any type of research about it, you're gonna just follow what they actually talking about. It's just something to think about, just some food for thought. Also, when you say that that's your brother, that's your sister, I'm pretty sure you done heard this already. Have you even checked up on them to see how they doing? Oh yeah, nah, it sounds like you just playing games, man. Why you don't actually try to get their math? Or if you don't actually have their math, you know, some people do and some people don't. On Facebook, and they talk with them or build with them on the messenger. Build with them, man, build with them. And also, if you actually get their math, it would be even better. And also, find out where they reside at, man. Go to them, man. If you're saying that that's your brother and that's your sister, go to talk with them, man. Come talk with them, man. And build with that, man. Peace.
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 Peace. Thank you for being here. God, Spirit King, I love Allah. I'll be brief. The reason why I stood here today is because I wanted to let my family know that I've been collecting names of the gods so far, and I don't have enough. But the reason why I'm collecting the names of the gods is because we're working on coming together for a common cause. Okay. Now, what I mean by that is that I just built with the God Bilal, for instance, the God that is looking to build on the school and make changes. The God has sought to build with me, and I build with the God. And I told the God what I'm going to tell you. I told the God, prior to any big changes need to happen, Allah said that Yah and me, we need to come together first. And so, it's the year 2023. It's been a while since 1964. And so I've been witness that now is a great time for the guys that are alive, that are the closest to the root, to come together. And the beauty about this is that not only is it going to remove confusion, and it's going to remove the differences, but we're going to get exactly what we came together to get. And so what I mean by that is that once this group of gods come together, such as, I'll be more specific. The God Allah Supreme, the God Allah Shah, the God Born Black, the God Najee, the God Sabu, the God Prince ABG, Justice Hakeem, Divine Prince. And next, we also have Father Unique Supreme Allah, Allah's Mathematics, Father Shah Born, God Kim, a God named Prince, I don't know his whole name, the God now YU Allah, Bilal, the God Lord Infinite Allah, Ali, Beloved, who I have so far. For instance, and there's more names that's needed because those brothers are going to come, they're going to come together. That's what's going to happen. They're going to come together and they're going to make agreements. And those agreements are going to put confusion and nonsense to bed going forward so that whatever happened in the past can stay there. We can learn from that and we can move forward so that everybody can agree what happens to the school. Everybody can agree what happens with money. The God in Texas minding his business. The God born, God body, that's God as his father and things like that. The God want to give. Everybody will know together what's going on. Now the reason why this is important is because a lot of y'all is waiting for the devil to come together and make an agreement. So I'm asking my brothers to come together and make an agreement because they will, because all they have to do is bring it to their knowledge. I'm glad they're going to. But at the same time, the devil's waiting to make an agreement, and you still like him. He's giving you nothing, proving he's giving you nothing. So I suggest this. By the time the show of proof come back around next year,
Hey, come on.
the gods and the earth afterwards have came together. Differences have been put aside because of this. Concerning yourself about the election of these crackers, concerning yourself about anything that these devils talking about with voting and all that, I'm tired, as you're understanding. I'm tired. So, now that the gods are going to come together, 36 of them, including 12 verses, and then 10 years from now, 30 years from now, 50 years from now, on top of that, the reason why I'm going around and collecting names, because this is not to no vote. It's no vote. We're not Democrats. Oh, let's be clear. My brothers and sisters, you're not Democrats and no Republicans. You're kings and queens. All right? So kings and queens mean this. You're with me or you're exiled. Or I'm with you or I'm exiled. But that's what kings and queens mean. They don't mean none of that, right? And this is what's not going to happen either. So it's going to be 36 gods and earth. Why? Because it's going to be an even number. Why? Because we have mathematics. So what does that mean? It's not going to be 8 gods that are strong and one weak-ass God holding us back. So that's 9, right? A high number. And there could be no even like 5. So it's 4 strong gods and no weak-ass God. You go, oh God, please. So that we can move forward. No, it's going to be even number. It's going to be knowledge. We're going to build. Or it's going to be knowledge, and knowledge, or knowledge. That's how we're going to build. And there could be no I, no nothing. It's going to be even number, right? It's going to add up to 360. 360 means Virginia, Philly, the God everlasting, Himself, Iquan. It means the gods know better than me names. Y'all should. But what's going to happen is this, so that when the show of proof come around next time, not only are we going to have a great show of proof again, but even more will happen on top of that, right? On top of that. So, look at this. The God was 9 years old, and the God built at the school, and the God got up and built. Okay. What the God say wrong? Now, what's true? If what the God said happened, this is true. Let me tell y'all this. I'm going to clarify some things. I don't F-U-C-K what y'all been through, okay? I don't care what y'all been through, God. I don't care if y'all smoke crack, get dope. I don't care about that. Y'all not getting in my way, okay? What's going to happen is this. We moving forward with the nation, and next year, y'all going to be in place, and y'all going to be, the knowledge cipher. The knowledge cipher is 12 gods, one God. It's easy.
I'm doing great.
Preserve the knowledge. Infinite. 12 wisdom. It's the earth, it's the wisdom cipher. I don't know. The understanding cipher. Understand cipher is 12 gods in charge of understanding. What's that mean? Understanding is the best part. What does that mean? That means treasure. That means your treasury, right? That's the understanding. And then, after that, we have 44 gods and 23 more earths that wrap around the 36, and that equals 99. And those other gods, those 40 gods, might be a little younger than the other gods, such as lost mathematics, such as Dakim, such as Belial, such as Beloved. Those gods, right, are the God divine understanding, the God divine understanding, the God understanding justice, those gods, okay? And then next thing you know, the gods is building, and then the earth is building, and then, okay, so then you give him money, and then you don't have to work. Why you don't have to work? Because of two things, I'm gonna tell you now clearly. There's not a cipher that any thief on the planet Earth can escape to now that I'm alive. That's a fact of the problem. And I'm sure another God will stand next to me and tell you the same thing. And I mean no violence. No violence at all. I promise you there's nowhere on the planet Earth you can escape. Why? Because there's gods that do everything on the earth. There's gods everywhere on the earth. You're not hiding in no buildings. You're not hiding in no suit. You're not hiding. And plus, we all know that you're part of the treasury. So if you disappear, you probably, I don't know. So that's the case closed. See, so now the money's safe. The money's safe because we all know who it is, because the elder gods and earths came together and they built, and then we all know, so we give, and then everything's paid. Hey!
Hey.
Lord Sharif. Not here. Go to the next person. There's no more. Anybody want to build, the floor is open. I got Paige. I'm here lost mathematics. What great bill? Anybody who's been in an interior cipher, or who's having problems getting jobs, or employment, one of the things that we do, we help people get their certificate of good conduct or certificate of rehabilitation. Because they come see me at a law school in Mecca. I'm there the first and third Sunday of every month to get the application so we can be able to do that. Another thing that's going to be taking place too, we also going to be asking for those of you that's up in the northern region of Now Why, Syracuse, Albany, Rochester. We also going to be calling on you guards too as well, because we're going to need guards and earth to start going into the facilities upstairs in the northern part of New York as well. Foundations being set, we're going into Sing Sing and Fishkill first. We're working with the coordinators there. Then after that, we're going to start going to every single prison. 54 prisons here in New York State. All right, the guards have approximately 4 different types of services when it comes to New York State. One is civilization classes. One is a rally, which is considered to be services. There's universal parliaments. Then there's also 4 honor days. So for anybody who wants to be a part of that, we meet the first Sunday of every month, and we be at a law school Mecca at the Knowledge Hour. First and third Sunday of every month. Is that what I'm saying?
Peace out to you.
My name is Latif Allah. Today's mathematics is wisdom will destroy. All been born knowledge now to the cipher. And I feel compelled today to add on to the cipher on the wisdom will destroy page. I want to say that
It's good seeing you again,
for
Queen.
me, it's been
See you soon.
understanding power here,
Peace out. Thank you
nation, observing
for all that you
the
do.
nation of gods and earth,
Peace, Daddy.
building and going through our different cycles. And one of the things that I observed on this Wisdom Village Destroyed, knowledge in the cycle, is the complexity of things that we've been going through and our ability to express ourselves today. Growing up from a youth, getting the knowledge of myself, and at that time, trying to understand who I was and the role I was supposed to play in regards to adding on to my history, first and foremost. I know and understand that we come from a long history, as the God mentioned, of kings and queens. But to bring it back to ourselves today, in that whole history of understanding ourselves coming from kings and queens, we went through many cycles to try to draw ourselves up and see ourselves within the universe. And we come to the conclusion today, drawing that knowledge wisdom and understanding of that we are gods of the universe. And we've been given a commission today to build a nation from all those other nations that we have founded for so many years, to come to the conclusion that there is no mystery God in the sky, that we are here to build a nation of gods and earth on this planet, to show forth and prove all the things that's already in line with our history, which is millions of years of Quran. So we're not here as religious people living out a religious ideology. We are here as kings and queens living out a complex history that the only thing that can make it clear to us what it is that we are doing is mathematics. And that was demonstrated by the God describing to us the complex ideas that he has in his mind of how we're supposed to organize ourselves today to make this come about. And I appreciate what the God did, because I know it took him a lot of time to try to sit down, to organize his thoughts, to come back to us and give us some form of an idea, blueprint of how we can come together. As God, there is no scoop, there is no mystery, but as gods today. And I understand that. And I see that all the things that we have went through has prepared us for this damn time.
I see.
To do the things that we're doing, our lives project that's been put before us. But we go throughout our history, throughout my history of 35 years of doing the knowledge in this cycle, I've seen many various different complex things that the gods have grown to try to deal with, coming out of the street culture and coming into the culture of understanding ourselves as being men and taking on the responsibility of a nation. I commend the gods that have taken themselves out of the negative cycle and come into this positive cycle, even at the very small foundation that we are at. We're trying to bring our minds together to build. I commend the gods for taking the time to continuously build it and add it on. But we cannot forget that we have been given a charge by Allah, God himself, our Father as we call him, but our brother, one and our same, as ourselves. That we, with all the projects that we have, we cannot put it before our main goal, which is to get young people, because they're the ones that will take this into the future. Regardless of how much it is that we want to shine, because we all sons, it is the young that will take this into the future. With all the projects that we are trying to accomplish and all the things that we are trying to acquire, money and physical things, we cannot lose the sight. And the first thing that I suggest that we continuously strive to focus to come together on is to attract our young, continue to attract our young. Because if we continue to lose our young to the devil, then we don't have a future. We got to look at it from the reality, the things that we have been seeing. Where is our young? And I'm asking that question not to say like we haven't been doing our job, but I'm asking that question because I understand that the devil has put many other things in place to attract our young and to pull them away from us. And they have used some of our own ways, our own culture, our own customs against us to pull our young away from us. And they're going to continue to do that. And they're becoming more and more effective each and every day. So I suggest that the first thing that we do, and other gods have mentioned, is to focus our ideas on how it is that we are going to regain the ability to attract our young and to keep them within our grasp. As we continue to build all of the other complexities that we are dealing with in terms of building the school, the prefab building, collecting money, those things will also be put in its proper order according to mathematics. As long as we focus on the foundational goal that we have, which is to get our young together. Peace. All right, so I got to stay quiet. My name is John God. I see today mathematics is a beautiful great. Also, knowledge is insight. God and earth. I'm learning to activate knowledge for wisdom. And my physical degree is built on the sword of culture. 84 years old. And I'm learning how to activate knowledge before wisdom is never in place. Everything in life